अरे शिव की याद रहेगी तब आँखों में समाया वो होगा। हम धन्य तभी बन पाएंगे जब ऐसा प्रिय जीवन होगा। यहाँ हमारा तन होगा, वहाँ हमारा मन होगा। जहाँ होता है मानव का धन, वहीं होता है उसका मन। इसलिए परमात्मा ने बताया, मुझसे लगा लो अपना मन। हम सा नहीं कोई जमाने में, रचना रचता का ज्ञान जिसे, पर ऐसा भी बनना होगा नहीं कभी अभिमान जिसे। यहाँ हमारा तन होगा, वहाँ हमारा मन होगा। ये दुनिया तो मायावी है, माया से भला कैसी यारी। अपने तो दो ही ठिकाने हैं, वैकुंठ दुनिया निराकारी। धुंधला सा अंधियारा है, दीपक से उजियारा होगा। ये आँख भिटन का दीपक है, ये ज्ञान जीवन दीपक होगा। यहाँ हमारा तन होगा, वहाँ हमारा मन होगा। अरे शिव की याद रहेगी तब आँखों में समाया वो होगा। हम धन्य तभी बन पाएंगे जब ऐसा प्रिय जीवन होगा। यहाँ हमारा तन होगा, वहाँ हमारा मन होगा।
हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
बाप दादा ने पहले भी सुना है, ये रिवाइज कोर्स चल रहा है, तो बाप कहते हैं कि कारण एक ही है, ज्यादा भी नहीं है, एक ही कारण। और बाप दादा समझते हैं कि कारण को निवारण करना मुश्किल भी नहीं है, बहुत सहज है, लेकिन सहज को मुश्किल बना देते है, मुश्किल नहीं बना देते हैं। क्यों? नशा मर्ज हो जाता है। एक ही कारण है, जो भी धारणा की बातें सुनते हो, करते भी हो, चाहे शक्तियों के रूप में, चाहे गुणों के रूप में, धारणा की बातें बहुत अच्छी अच्छी करते हो, इतनी अच्छी करते हो जो सुनने वाले चाहे अज्ञानी चाहे ज्ञानी सुनकर बहुत अच्छा कहकर खूब तालियां बजाते हैं, बहुत अच्छा। लेकिन कितने वाले नए देखा, ये लेकिन विघ्न डालती है। लेकिन शब्द समाप्त होना अर्थात पाप समान समीप आना, और पाप के समीप आना अर्थात समय को समीप लाना। लेकिन अभी तक लेकिन शब्द कहना पड़ता है, अच्छा नहीं लगता आपको, लेकिन कहना ही पड़ता है। कारण क्या? जो भी कहते हो, धारण भी करते हो, धारणा के रूप से धारण करते हो, और वो धारणा काफी समय चलती भी है।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. In order to experience this stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage, always be seated on Bapdada's heart throne. To remain free from all bondages of Maya, always be seated on Bapdada's heart throne. By sitting on this throne, Maya cannot do anything. Souls who are seated on the heart throne can easily become free from the bondage of the body. The final paper is, your final thoughts lead you to your destination. In the end, for you to easily become free from the consciousness of the body is a sign of passing with honors. But this will only be possible when the costume of the body is not tight. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 26. In order to experience the stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage. Today's topic, always be seated on Bapdada's heart throne. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. I was thinking there is so much love for Baba as parents, Baba as teacher, Baba as Sadguru. And they have so much love for us and constantly sustain us with their love. And whatever Baba says, whether they are teachings or directions, they all are because of love for us. They're not like orders or Baba loves us. And he has come to make us complete because we are the instruments now to create the world where everyone has golden heart, right? So to create that golden aged world, Baba wants us to become perfect. Baba wants us to be complete. Also, Baba has given us this throne. If you sit on the throne and keep moving, right? It does happen, no? Sometimes even I am sitting, I want to move my leg, right? Keep moving little bit. But Baba wants us to be stable and still. When there is stability, there is stillness. So I, as a soul, sit on the throne of the center of forehead. So throne never shakes, right? But when I am sitting on throne, I can keep moving little bit. So just think practically, what will make me stable? And Baba said concentration. That means just have one thought and stabilize yourself, become still, be consistent in that thought. Whatever thought, but just be stable and still. Because even when you sit on Baba's heart throne, first imagine you are on Baba's heart throne. You have to be still, right? So you will also shake there. Baba's heart throne now. So very subtly, when there is some energy which keep changing your thoughts or fluctuate your thoughts, then you cannot be still, right? So how do I practice? Just take one thought. I am Baba's honest child. I am Baba's obedient child. I am always available for Baba's service. Just one thought. And then just remain stable. So then Baba said, even that stability and stillness is shown that your hand is completely still. When you look at in the temples or a big Bapdada when he is taking leave, his drishti, his hand of stability. Not only that, Baba is saying that this, the eyes and the thought of blessings because there is that stillness in thought, then it will show through our drishti. That if there are many thoughts coming, your drishti cannot be still or stable. It's a good practice actually. So this is our homework for tomorrow. I think we will reflect more on it and then practice. And by tomorrow we will know that what is the difference. So look into all these points. Om Shanti.
Good evening, everyone. Om Shanti. Kalaben.
Om Shanti, Sister Shireen.
It's lovely to be here.
Wonderful, wonderful to see you. And Om Shanti, Avyakti Parivar. So nice to be on Avyakti Parivar and together, especially after Didi's sharing.
Yes, yes. I loved what she was sharing about taking one point and being very stable, and that stability leads to stillness.
Yeah, we've heard this point. I've heard this point so many times, being on Baba's heart throne. But I think this connection with stability and concentration in one thought, I don't think I've practiced it in that way. And I particularly like, connecting it with the virtue of the soul, connecting it with some particular virtue of I, the soul. And then try the I am seated on Baba's heart throne. So I think it automatically connects Baba and me, of course, but also it helps me to stabilize. I think it's a very beautiful practice. Sometimes, and it was funny when she said, the throne by itself doesn't shake, but when you sit on it, then you make it shake. So it's something within our thinking process, right? That if it is not stable and if it is not, focused, that's when that experience of being seated in Baba's heart throne, is not stable. In other words, we are not able to hold on to that experience for any length of time. So what a beautiful practice.
I was also thinking about not only shaking on the throne, right? I was thinking, what will make me sit on Baba's heart throne? And I was thinking, in my heart, there should be just one throne, not two thrones, not three thrones. There should be just one throne in my heart, and Baba should be sitting on that throne and no one else. And then I will sit on Baba's heart throne.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that is the real challenge, in real life. I mean, it's fine when we are sitting perhaps in meditation, we can experience that. But in the normal run of things, especially when I'm in the middle of a little situation or whatever, and somehow or the other, this Baba and me, somebody or something else comes in between, isn't it? Like recently, Baba was saying, you put me aside and you make a big thing of the situation, whereas the situation is something that comes and goes. It won't come again until next kalpa, but you make it big and you put it aside. And so I was remembering that it's a very simple practice, Baba and me and Baba and no one else. But all our years and years and births of dependency and, relationships with human souls, somehow or the other, human being comes in front.
Right. I was also thinking from Sunday's Murli, where Baba was talking about close your mind's eye, to close that door, right? Don't look at others, like close your mind's eye to that. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah.
Looking at others, thinking about others. Because not only like out of attachment, but also sometimes competition, jealousy, all of that, we keep looking at others as a habit. Like you're saying, it's just such a habit.
And you have to be so like genuine, in terms of wanting to move ahead, wanting to progress, really, learning from every situation or not, and the focus is really on the self, in other words.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at Brahma Baba, when you look at the Dadis, every step of the way, I think that's what they held in front of them, their own self. And because I'm sure they faced so many different types of situations, companions, whatever. But for us, you have to really alert yourself, I think, that this is about me. This is not about the other person.
Right. We
Ultimately,
get so careless about this, don't we, Kalaben? It's like just slips, suddenly the consciousness starts slipping and then we start looking and then this and that and careless.
If I lose, it's me. If I benefit, it's also me. So always the bottom line is me. So anyone who is kind of really focused on, what I want to be, how I want to present myself or how I want to become complete like Baba, I think we will not take our eyes off of that. That's when we close our eyes, it's like a horse, only can see that. When the blinders are on, you can only
absolutely
good for you. Otherwise, you get so distracted, and happens in the flick of a moment. Doesn't take long. That's the whole thing.
Right. One of the things I was thinking about is also not looking at others. And you were saying, not not being dependent on others. I feel there needs to be, to really sit on Baba's heart throne, that there needs to be deep faith in the drama. What do you say? That really deep faith in the drama. Because if you, like, for me, when I'm sitting on Baba's heart, right, like there's a certain carefreeness. And to be really carefree, I have to be seated on the seat of first drama first. Sit on drama, and then I think we can sit on Baba's heart throne.
Absolutely. Because, I always remember this. I think it was Brother Ken who made a very visual picture of how we make the drama into such a big thing. That big thing comes in between I the point, Baba the point. Whereas really, if the drama is just a point, if I can put a full stop to the point, then there's nothing really. There's just a connection with drama and connection with Baba. And both of them make me feel good, in terms of the real point. But for us, magnifying any scene, or, we have this habit of making small things big.
Right.
That's another body conscious habit, I think. We have inherited over the years. And so little thing becomes big. And so even if we want to make make friends with drama, we cannot, because it seems like it's too big and it's too much against me, So we're not able to see it in a neutral way.
Right.
So,
One of the things I was thinking, recently I was reading a Dadi Janki class, and she was saying Baat and Bap. So you should tell Baat that your Bap is bigger, right? Like you should tell the situation that, your father is bigger. And so I was thinking, like, that's like the internal conversation that needs to be happening in the soul, that any situation comes, Baba is bigger. Why are you making this situation bigger? Because Baba is bigger.
Yeah. I think that the bottom line for me is it just all happens too fast. If I can slow myself down, and if I can, in general, in terms of my thinking process, if I can slow down, then I can introduce all these beautiful thoughts. But sometimes just the speed of thinking is so fast that, sometimes I can't, remember. I don't remember to bring these thoughts of knowledge about the drama, about the bath and the bap and all that. Happen much too fast. So I think, in general, for me, one of the practices is really slow down, slow down, slow down. So not necessarily when a situation is happening, but even otherwise, in general, if I can moderate that speed, I think I can get to a place where I can think in time, decide in time, and intervene in time before anything happens that the bath has become so big.
Right. Right. I was also thinking about how, they say that you have 20,000 thoughts a day or something, right? That seems like a lot of thoughts. And I always remember Dadi Gulzar, and I think, Dadi Gulzar, how many thoughts did you have? Maybe 10 thoughts a day, right? Like 20,000 thoughts. How many thoughts do you think Dadi Gulzar had? Like 10 thoughts a day, right? She was so still all the time. And so that I need to come closer to Dadi Gulzar's number of thoughts in the day.
And, I also like when Sister Mohini was saying that the thoughts show on your drishti.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can tell from the drishti what's happening inside your mind. And so that stability of thoughts actually stabilizes the drishti. And it's that stable drishti that the devotees go for in the temples, right? Imagine if the deities were to, move their eyes here, there, and everywhere. they would, the devotees wouldn't get anything. So whether it's their hands or whether it's their drishti, that stability is what is serving the devotees. So I really like that instantly you can tell what's happening in the mind from someone's drishti. And so this is why Baba is training us in the final moments. That's what is going to serve more and more, right? Drishti, our stable stage, hand of blessings. I mean, we won't have to put the hands up, but they will know that you're blessing them. So
right.
a lot to speak for slowing down and being stable, I think, in today's practice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about blessings with Baba in today's Murli was saying, I've come to give you blessings. And I really like it when Baba talks about blessings, because it's really about receiving Baba's blessings, like what can I do to really receive Baba's blessings? Because sitting on the heart throne is a big blessing, actually.
Mm-hmm. And I've been now lately also connecting, what is blessing is really Baba's direction, is his blessing, really. If we follow what Baba is telling us to do, automatically we feel his hand of blessings.
Right.
Feel everything moving in the right direction. We feel becoming lighter and lighter, and we feel we're sitting in Baba's heart throne. So lately I've been really appreciating, especially the role of the Satguru, right? Satguru gives directions, and Satguru also gives blessings, but the two are also connected. In the direction itself is the blessing.
Right. If I follow the direction, then there's blessings upon blessings. Just the inherent, it's not that Baba is giving, inherent in the direction is the blessing. Right. That's what you're saying, right?
Right. And so sometimes you can think that, oh, this is too hard for me to do, for example, or typical, or I can't do that. Then you're depriving yourself of blessings too. But as soon as you remember that, Baba's direction doesn't come as direction, but he also gives us the power to follow it once I say yes. And that then becomes my blessing, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. So should we have a few moments of remembrance and send Sakash to Didi?
Yes, definitely.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Happy World of Avyakti Children, Season 3, Day 26. So today we have two angels with us, and the angel Brother Neha, the little one, and angel Sister Mannat. And exciting thing is that they are from all the way Belize. Belize is the island in Caribbean, and we are so happy to have you with us in our Vyakti Parivar, and also to your mother. So welcome, welcome, and welcome. We are very excited to hear from you. Welcome.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. What is the name again? Sorry.
Om Shanti Bhakti Parya. I am honored to be here. My name is Nihan Nalwani. I'm 9 years old and I am from Belize, Central America. This is my sister, Sister Manan. And this is my mom, Sister Namisha. May I ask a few questions that I have?
Sure.
When I am doing meditation, so much thoughts appear in my mind that I lose my focus and become playful. Why does this happen so?
And your mind becomes playful, you said? Because, this is why we have been given the mind. The mind is supposed to be very active and help us to play all kinds of games. And we are so used to playing games all the time in life. Even when we are not on the playground, we are still playing, right? Somebody says, somebody does, you want to respond, all of that. So many, many scenes are happening during the day. So naturally, when you are meditating, and I'm sure, how long have you been meditating? Long time? But especially when we start to meditate, the mind is still going back to the same things, the same pattern of thinking. We put importance to somebody, we put importance to something, we put importance to something that needs to happen in that way. So we give a lot of importance, right, to many different things. So naturally, the mind wants to go there and thinks that it will get happiness or it will get pleasure when it starts to think about those things. For example, if it's a good food, right? And you will start thinking about it. Oh, what is it for dinner today? What mom cooked for dinner today? And you can go, from 1 minute thinking in meditation, thinking about Baba, to all the way to the kitchen, what's for dinner. So it's a natural habit of the mind. So not to get upset, but what do? Do you know how they do the horse riding? When a horse, when you ride a horse, have you ridden a horse? Have you seen somebody ride a horse? They actually have to hold the reins of the horse in their hand. And then they have to direct that horse, right? This way, that way, this way. So mind will listen to you, actually. If you are sure where you want to go and what you want to think about and where you want to get your happiness from, you can talk to your mind. And talk to it gently, though. You don't have to get angry on it, get upset with it, but talk to your mind like your mom talks to you with a lot of love. Same way you talk to your mind also with a lot of love. Okay, we'll go there a little bit later. Right now, I want to think about my Baba. Right? And then the mind also will listen. Right? It's just following old pattern, old habit. So it takes a little bit time to train. But remember, you are the master. You are the one riding the horse. The mind is the horse, and you're the one sitting on the horse and riding that horse. I, the soul, am riding that horse. So I have the power to train my mind, right? But do it gently. Do it very gently.
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
miss.
good.
How can I be truthful to my mom? This happens when I distract myself from studies and I often become playful and mischievous.
So how can you be, what did you say the first word?
How can I be truthful to my mom?
Truthful to your mom. What does your mom want you to do? She wants you to concentrate on your study, huh?
Yes.
And what you want to do? Something else.
Become playful and mischievous.
Playful and mischievous. Yeah, I know it happens to all of us. But you love your mom a lot, it seems, right? No? That's why you want to please her. That's why you want to be truthful to her. So just think of all the things that make you, experience that love for your mom, and remember all the things that she does for you out of love for you. And she's only doing it for your good, right? She wants you to concentrate or study or whatever, all for your sake, right? Talk to yourself, right? So let me do just for 5 minutes. Let me do what mom wants me to do, and then I do what I want to do. Of course, you have to do what you want to do too, right? You can't give up that. But I think first she wants you to do that homework, right?
Yeah.
So that your mind can be free and she can be free, and then you can play, you can be distracted, you can do your own thing. I don't know about you, but when when I'm given two things, one that I don't want to do too much, I don't want, or I don't like to do too much, and one I like to do, I like to do the one I don't like first. So I get it out of the way. And then I do the thing that I want to do, I like to do. It's good for you too, right? You can be free. Yes?
Like a bird, right?
Yeah. Then you can be free in your mind. Otherwise, even while you're doing distracted, while you're doing even something that you like to do, we're still thinking, oh, I didn't do what mom wants me to do. Oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I didn't do that. That's not a nice feeling, right? So do what is good, what is right, what pleases mom. And then later on, of course, do what you want to do. I'm sure you're not doing anything bad. So it's okay.
Yes, miss. Yes, sister.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why I always get mad or sad when someone scolds me. Most of the time, it's my mistake and end up putting myself in trouble.
You're speaking for all of us, right? You do it, I do it, we do something bad, somebody comes and tells us not to do it like this, we have to do it like that. And then on top of that, we get mad at that person, and then we get sad that we got mad at that person. It goes around in cycles. Goes around in cycles. So today, what I think the practice for today, what was that practice? It says, do all your responsibility, whether it is service or whatever, but do it as a game. In other words, be light with it. Right? If someone tells you something, then understand that they're doing it out of their good feelings for you. Don't take it inside in your heart. Right? Like in a game, right? If there are rules of the game, you follow that rules of the game. Do you argue at that time? Oh, I am not supposed to, I won't do this. No. Sometimes you do. You argue with No, you don't argue, right? There are rules. So the rules is that if I hurt somebody and that person doesn't like it, they're going to tell me. Or if I do something bad, even to hurt myself, they're going to tell me about it. But then I say, okay, it was just one little mistake. It's okay. I can correct myself. You know, there is a magic word.
Yes.
What's the magic word?
Please.
Please. And what else?
Thank you.
Thank you. And what else?
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Sorry. Yes.
Me.
Yeah. So these are very, very nice words. You know? Yeah. Magic words. One little word, two little word. Thank you. Thank you for telling me this. Oh, I'm sorry I did this. Right? So as soon as you say sorry or thank you, you know, you don't feel heavy up here. So not to feel mad, not to feel sad, but immediately say, wait a minute, this is actually good for me. And very rarely you will find somebody is telling you something that's not good for you. Yeah? If it is not good for you, then of course you don't have to listen to it, you don't have to take it. But most of the times you will find that your friends, your relatives, they're all thinking good for you. And they want you to do better. Yes?
Yes. How can I improve myself by doing things on time? How did Baba manage to do things on time?
Say that again. How do you improve yourself?
How can I improve myself by doing things on time? How did Baba manage to do things on time?
Brahma Baba was number one in everything, right? There was a timetable, you know, and he was absolutely accurate in the timetable. Timing for getting up, timing for Murli, timing for going out with the children on a walk, timing for coming back, doing karma yoga, helping out, right? Timing for evening class, timing for eating, timing for sleeping, everything was accurate for Baba. It was almost like he had a little clock inside. And why it was like that, of course, I think there is a little clock in the soul, you know? The soul has a little clock inside. So when I'm soul conscious, when I remind myself again and again that I am a soul, the soul knows what I'm supposed to do, what time. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes what happens, we get distracted with things that are outside, what people are saying, what I have to do, what I don't have to do. But little by little, I think, you know, if you remind yourself, you know, that there is a lot of benefit in doing things on time. And maybe, you know, if you really pay attention, then I feel that, okay, it may not happen immediately that, you know, all of a sudden you will start being on time all the time. But maybe you will be 5 minutes early, right? If you were late for bus or something and you tell yourself, no, tomorrow I don't want to be late for bus. So maybe you can be at least 5 minutes early or 2 minutes early, 3 minutes early, right? And then again, if you keep continuing to do that with yourself, you will find that you actually know you're not late at all then. You're on time. After a few days, you've caught yourself. Yeah. So it's just keep at it, you know. Anything that you keep at, you know, without giving up and talking to yourself that, yes, I'll make it, it will happen. And there is a lot of benefit
Yes, sister.
in doing things on time. We know that. You know, when you miss the bus or the train, sometimes people miss the bus or train for the sake of 1 minute, half a minute. Have you noticed that? Sometimes you run for the train, and just for the sake of few seconds even, the train door has closed. Has it happened to you? Yeah.
I never gone on a train to school.
What,
Never ever.
what about a bus? What about a
Yeah, but on trip sometime I went on a trip on a children's day trip and I gone early to reach the bus and I was 1 minute late or 1 minute almost and I wanted to reach the bus.
So lots of things in life.
Glad I reached the bus
In
instead I
time,
got left.
you see? And then after that, you feel so bad. If it was just, you know, okay, if it was 5 minutes late, then you don't feel so bad. But if you're late by 1 minute or half a minute or a few seconds, you feel so bad, right?
Yeah, because my teacher was waiting for more of us to come, and then my teacher was standing and waiting. And after that, we left.
Okay. Does your sister have any questions?
Yes, she does, and thank you for answering my questions that
Okay.
I had.
Thank you, sister, for answering his questions once again. I am sure he is going to put it in his life. I'm sure it was an eye-opener not only to him, but to all three of us. And I have two questions.
Okay.
During meditation, when the back is not straight, the concentration is broken. Why is that so?
When the back is not straight, you said?
Yeah.
And you're not sitting straight?
Mm-hmm. And when you're meditating while not sitting straight, then the concentration is broken pretty easily.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice observation that you have. Right. It is true that, you know, body posture has a lot to do with what is happening in the mind. Sometimes the way we sit, you know, we are giving the message to the mind that it's okay to go here, there, whatever. But when you straighten up your body, when your, you know, back is straight, when the posture is right, then actually the mind is getting the message, you know, from the whole body that now it is time to streamline your thoughts. Just like you're straightening your body, it's also time to straighten or streamline your thoughts. So the mind and body work together a lot. So sometimes, yes, that does happen. Although, you know, many times Baba says that you don't have to be always sitting straight to remember me, right? So by the same token, how long can you sit straight with your back straight? Not too long, right? But few minutes you can sit, 1 hour you can sit perhaps. But that becomes like a baseline, that's like a foundation, a nice time in meditation where you feel that one-to-one connection with Baba very nicely. But then once you have established that, then you can be doing anything, walking, talking, sitting, anywhere, and you could still be remembering Baba, right? So ultimately, the practice is for us to remember him all the time, not only sitting upright, and because sometimes this is what Hatha yogis also do, no? They kind of put themselves to very strict discipline in order to discipline their mind. But for us, it's much easier than that. Baba says, remember me with love. When you remember your mom, do you sit straight and remember your mom? You could be lying in bed and you remember your mom, right? Immediately you can see her face. Immediately you can see her, coming and loving you, touching you. So Baba is like that too. So yes, sometimes it is good to have that posture, but also at other times, remember Baba with a lot of love and naturally. Okay.
When feeling strong emotions, the thought process is very unclear. What to do to instantly relax, especially in public when meditation isn't possible?
Very good. So you go through a lot of anger, frustration, right? Immediately you don't know what to do with it. What I do is, and I found it very helpful, is take a few deep breaths. You know how you take deep breaths? Especially breathing in and breathing out also. Not only breathing in, but also breathing out. When you breathe out, you're actually breathing out your negative emotions. And that you can do anywhere, no? Just take a couple of minutes, go away on the side. Just close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Remember you're a being of peace, peaceful soul. And whatever emotions you have accumulated here, when you're breathing out, say, I don't want it, breathe out. About 5, 6 times, even if you do it. It really relaxes your body, gives you time to clarify your thoughts. Then you can think, why did I get angry? This is not worth getting angry. But in the moment, you have to do something like this to actually bring you back to that place of calm. Yeah. Have you tried it?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Consciously try it. It's very, very useful.
Thank you. I will put this into my daily life and I will take keen notes on what are the reactions of this so that not only am I improving myself, but I could help others as well. Thank you, sister, for answering my questions.
Thank you all. Mom, you're okay?
I'm good. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. You're lucky. You have 2 lovely children.
I'm blessed.
Yes, 2 angels. Real
I'm
angels.
blessed.
Beautiful. Good luck.
I was scrolling down a message today and they say, what is the biggest and most precious gift one gets? So a lot of gifts came to the mind. Then it came that the most precious and the best gift somebody gives you is the time that I've got from you. I'm blessed, and it's my privilege to be at this moment here, a part of you, to be a part of the Avyakti Parivar, though digitally, but I'm blessed and happy.
Thank you so much, Parivar. It is so true because time is the most precious and most unavailable these days. Most people have everything else, but not time. So thank you, Avyakti Parivar, for putting us together and having this beautiful chit chat. Thank you. Thank you all. Om Shanti.
I do have a question.
You do have a question. Okay, yes. Go ahead.
I do have a question. And my question is, how to understand a teenager's anger, frustration, the mood swings that a teenager goes through, because maximum time they spend in school, and after a long hectic day, the child comes home tired, already having a peer pressure from the school of performing good, because the child is very intelligent, performs on school level, outside school level, district level. So sometimes the child doesn't say, Mom, I'm going through this. So how to read their mind, how to understand their actions, their mood swings. It only happens sometimes. And the child loves the mom. respects the mom. The only thing is that how to understand the child better, especially a teenager.
Right, right. I think that is something has a lot to do with your long-term relationship with the child also, right? And it's interesting because during that time, teenage life, lots of things are changing, not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally. And so, whereas before you could, comfort them in a different way, it was mostly about physically comforting them. But now it is more about emotionally or, mentally giving them that company. And for me, I think what I have seen is that parents at that age have to start being their friends more than parents. Because as parent, you still are holding a little bit of, I'm your parent, tell me what happened, that kind of a thing. But when you look at them as a soul to soul, then naturally that friendship emerges, that understanding emerges. And naturally and automatically, you're able to pick up their emotions in a different way. So as parents, sometimes we can still get very tense, oh, is she okay? Is she not okay? What's happening? We can, but I think you need to relax a little bit and just be, offer your presence, offer your company, and I think when they come back from school, they need to maybe play, they need to relax, they need to talk about something that is light. They don't necessarily want to repeat whatever happened. But if you have a good relationship, it will automatically happen that they'll share with you what happened, right? So just be natural, light, entertaining. Unless you
So
see
much.
unless
Thank
you
you
see
so
something
much.
totally out of the way, then it's different. But mostly, I think when you come back from school, you're tired, you're stressed, things have happened. And, if you make them relax a little bit more, they will automatically tell you, Mom, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what I did.
Yeah. This question is regarding my daughter only. She tells me everything. She never hides nothing. We are good friends.
Good.
Things that I like, sometimes I don't like any flavor, but for her, I take it. So there is a little understanding, but sometimes I do fail to understand her because she goes through a pressure because she often represents her school at district level. So when is something extra, then I fail to understand her. Usually I try my level best to do whatever she likes in small gestures. Um, Give her her time. Her meditation time is different. Okay, no problem. Take your own space. So just when it's peer pressure of performance and performing at a school level, at district level, then this I always fail to like that time friendship is not there, and like moreover a parenting is there.
Right, right. But I think also you need to be confident with your own self too, that you have brought her up in a very nice way, that you've given her very good sanskars. She's in a great family environment. So, that will also help you to trust her more, right?
Thank you so much.
All
It's been
right.
a
Oh,
pleasure. Incredibly, we are very blessed, and today I'm very happy because in the morning I was disheartened, like everybody is celebrating in some or the other way, everybody is going out. I don't have a family here, my intimate family. My family is in India. It's only I'm on my husband in-laws, that's it. So I was missing, why don't I have a family? A
now you
thought
have the
came to
full
me.
Avyakti Parivar is your family.
Yes, a thought came to me. Oh, today I have a meeting. I have my Avyakti Parivar. Though it's little later, but it's okay.
Right. Very
So,
nice. Very
like
nice.
the blessed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nothing good I could have ever asked in life. Like now I'm satisfied. Whatever
Oh,
I have the best of all.
Yes, I had a very nice time chatting with you too, all of you.
Thank you. Take
Okay,
care.
thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much, little one, Nihan, Angel, and Angel Manat. Thank you for coming to Avikti Parivar and sharing with us, and also to your mother and Kala Didi. Thank you for sharing with all of us, coming to Avikti Parivar and having wonderful chit chat with us. Thank you, and of course to Shirin Ben. Thank you, thank you. So now tomorrow is Wednesday, and our schedule from Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. and then Madhuban online program from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. So we'll connect to Madhuban, and there will be a class, and then in the evening 5 to 5:30 Avikti Children Murli class, and from 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, Happy World of Avikti Children and Avikti Journey. Welcome to Avikti Journey, Avik Murlis from 1969. Multi-million fold fortune and blessings.
Avyakt Murli, 15th of May, 1972. The means to create an elevated stage, constantly incorporeal, nirakari, one with all the ornaments, alankari, and the benefactor, kalyankari. If you do not have all the powers, then you cannot have liberation from all weaknesses and obstacles. When something becomes a reason for a lack of success in overcoming obstacles, whether in your old sanskaras or in service, and because of that reason you get caught up with any obstacle, then understand that the reason for not attaining liberation is a lack of power. If you want liberation from the obstacles, then imbibe power, that is, stay as the image that has all the ornaments. You do not consider yourselves to be the images that have all the ornaments as you move along. You let go of the ornaments. Without power, you have the desire for mukti, and so how could that be fulfilled? This is why you should perform every task whilst constantly keeping all these three words in your consciousness all the time. By adopting these ornaments, you will constantly consider yourselves to be Vaishnavas. You will become part of the clan of Vishnu in the future anyway. But if you become a Vaishnava now, then you will become part of the clan of Vishnu in the kingdom of Vishnu. A Vaishnava is one that does not touch anything dirty. The Vaishnavas of today are Vaishnavas in terms of physical, tamasic things. But you elevated souls, those who are constantly Vaishnavas, cannot even touch tamoguni thoughts or tamoguni sanskaras. If you do touch any thought or any sanskara, that is, if you imbibe them, then you are true Vaishnavas. Those who do not become true Vaishnavas cannot become the masters of the world in the kingdom of Vishnu. So check yourself to see to what extent you have become Vaishnavas for all time. Those who belong to the Vaishnava clan will not allow anyone dirty to touch them. They move away from those who are dirty. that is something physical, but the true Vaishnavas would not allow all things of the past, that is the old world, or anything or anyone of the old world to touch their intellect. They will remain distant from others. So become Vaishnavas like them. For instance, if true Vaishnavas are touched by someone, even by mistake, then they go and take a bath. They try to make themselves pure. In the same way, if any old tamoguni thoughts or sanskaras touch you because of your weaknesses, then you should especially bathe in knowledge. That is, you should especially remember the Father with the intellect and have a heart-to-heart conversation. To be continued. Om Shanti.
In order to experience the stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage. Always be seated on Bapdada's heart throne. To remain free from all bondages of Maya, always be seated on Bapdada's heart throne. By sitting on this throne, Maya cannot do anything. Souls who are seated on the heart throne can easily become free from the bondage of the body. The final paper is, your final thoughts lead you to your destination. In the end, for you to easily become free from the consciousness of the body is a sign of passing with honor. But this will only be possible when the costume of the body is not tight.
जीवन मुक्त स्थिति का अनुभव करने के लिए बंधनों से मुक्त बनो। सदा बाप दादा के दिल तख्त पर रहो। माया के सर्व बंधनों से मुक्त रहना है तो सदा बाप दादा के दिल तख्त पर रहो। इस तख्त पर रहने से माया कुछ नहीं कर सकती। ऐसी दिल तख्त नशीन आत्माएं शरीर के बंधन से भी सहज ही मुक्त हो सकती है। फाइनल पेपर है अंतमति सुगति। अंत में सहज रीति शरीर के भान से मुक्त हो जाए। यह है पास विद ऑनर की निशानी। लेकिन यह तब हो सकेगा जब शरीर रूपी चोला टाइट न हो। ओम शांति।
तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया हूँ। तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया हूँ। न जाने मैं किस लोक में खो गया। न जाने मैं किस लोक में खो गया हूँ। तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया। मेरे दिल की बातें तो दिल से सुनता, कहूँ क्या मैं मुख से तू पहले ही सुनता। मेरे दिल की बातें तो दिल से सुनता, कहूँ क्या मैं मुख से तू पहले ही सुनता। तेरे प्यार की इंतहा अब कहाँ है। गगन से धरा मिल रही ये जहाँ है। तेरे प्यार की इंतहा अब कहाँ है। गगन से धरा मिल रही ये जहाँ है। गगन से धरा मिल रही ये जहाँ है। परम शांति के सिंधु में सो गया। याद में मैं मगन हो गया हूँ। ओम शांति, ओम शांति।